Alright, let's get back to Recettear. I just feel the need to feed on more greed because that run of Railroad Tycoon, that was pretty fun. But it has been and gone, whereas Recettear must continue on. Right, where were we? We just finished paying off the 30,000 pix debt, now we have 80,000 coming up. We could coast our way along there and still pay it off, but money begets more money, so let's spend it and earn it. Tyr, what's the update today? Tomorrow, Charm wants 2 bits of armor, and there's no bad things happening with armor right now. Fortune telling using gaseous grass, big new fad with girls. Oh, right, where's my little book of grudges? Little girl is at level 1, so I don't know if she'll be able to afford that. I also don't know what a gaseous grass is, so I guess that puts a halt on things. Shields are up, metal is increased, fair dues. I think we should go out and stock up while we can, especially on food. We're out of pretty expensive stuff, except for 1 beef bowl, so... more items is next level. No, we'll still stock up this morning, and go and sell it all throughout the day during busy periods. I'm being told music seems a bit loud. Well, we can drop that down just a bit. Maybe it reset itself, who knows. Okay, so maybe the chapel isn't too evil if they're giving out free candy to kids. Seems like a common trope in these JRPGs, you know, church bad. But maybe I just have Final Fantasy X too drilled into my head. Not that Yevon did anything wrong. Oh no. There's an event that triggers the worst character, and there she is. If you think the little girl is annoying with her paltry budget, this lassie here will never buy anything and will instead come along to ruin all of my combos by offering up useless items at abusive prices. Yeah, this lassie is just a money sink in the game, and you always have to make a call between keeping your combo and spending abusive amounts of money on her. Already she wants 5 times the money we have. Let's just back away. Yes, son of a submariner indeed. I sincerely doubt that's what she actually says. Is there a way to purposely skip her event? I think if I just never went to the marketplace after a certain time. Like, let's say I reloaded before this and then never went to the marketplace. I might never see her, but I'm not sure if that'll work 100%. Maybe she turns up anyway. Oh man, poor Louis. What little money he has is about to be squeezed out of him forcefully. Recht. I'm not really interested in buying up super expensive things, but since we're pretty lush right now with Dosh, I got no problem making sure I have lots of things on hand, just so that I can always react when somebody asks me for certain items. No one's ever asked me for a ring. They're temporary items if I recall well, but I might not be recalling well. Either way, let's make sure we have one on stock. I'm tanked with unthankful statues in case people ask me for those. It's tempting to have the golden scales, because if somebody specifically asks for a treasure, this is just free money. Oh, booze of the world. It's also pretty good to have books in stock. And now that the little girl actually has a bunch of money on her, I can have... yeah, I'll have a bunch of Jordan's Lament to hand, because the girl just loves buying those. all the food. Food is always good. Ooh, I've wanted a vending machine for some time. Yeah, let's grab an old vendor. It's the worst that could happen. Better not to answer that. No, something's happening over at the guild. Package to the orphanage. Oh, this could be our introduction to the monk, who is the character that I want to be maining. Poor guild master. He's my highest level guy at level 4. Woman's at 3. Girl Kylo Charm. An old man at 1. Didn't you main the monk last time you played? I would not be surprised, but that was also 4 years ago. Far too long ago. Come on, I want to recruit 20% shock, man. Then again, I think he's also very poor, so I might have a hard time selling him anything for a while. Name's 20% morale, he's the strictest. We all know that's not true. Kids just appreciate the gifts. I know that because I did. Right, so now that we've gotten our introduction with him, he should stop by the shop later on. Hopefully we'll get the card off of him, and then we'll go and punch all of our problems away. Right, but the whole point was I wanted to go and buy or fuse some stuff. I can make that robe, huh? Well, nothing else crying out at me, so let's go with the robe. What is it? The warm robe plus 10? Never heard of it, so we'll see if it's any good. I think Kylo would wear that. Otherwise, I don't really want to stock up on expensive stuff. Even though the returns would be great if I sold them. That's a big if. Wool hats are cheap. That's about it for getting things cheaply. Dang. Well, let's grab expensive stuff. The more expensive they are, the more money I'll make on them after all. And I want to make sure that I have plenty of everything to hand. I don't think people ever specifically ask for daggers, but I'm going to keep a couple in stock anyway. Same with staves. Yeah, same with bows. Let's just grab a little bit of all crappy things. Yeah, armor for one. I always seem to be running out of those. Just throwing all my money away as usual. It's alright though. I maybe know what I'm up to here. I'll grab loads of woolly hats whilst they're going nice and cheap. Good. Woolly hats seem to be the only thing that are low in price, but that's alright. Right, good enough. Let's get selling. But first, get ourselves a vending machine going, and it's good to stock it with stuff that's blue. For now, woolly hats are the only things that are blue. Not going to make me a lot of money, but that's a good way to start. Otherwise, expensive stuff goes out. That statue has always been the kind of thing I look at and go, yeah, that's expensive. Now it's not really worth so much compared to a bunch of other stuff we have. I mean, hell, food is worth more now. But I don't have a lot of stuff that's going for super big dosh. Oh well, just make sure the stuff I do have out is worth the money, and we're good to go. How do you see the level a character has, or do you have to remember? You have to remember everyone, and it's awful. So I'm just making a little note here, although if I miss anybody, that's going to screw it all up. Alright, so this lassie Arma, I think she's like a late game or end post-game character that you can play with. I've never gotten that far, because I don't really feel the compulsion to play the game past paying off all the debt. Maybe I'll go a bit further with this one, though. Yes, when an item is sold through a vending machine, it is sold as 100% price. So it's really good to fill it up with very expensive items that you buy wholesale, and then you make like 20-30% off them, which is pretty great. So we have to explain to Arma how buying and selling works. Arma has a paltry budget, I think, and she's certainly only level 0, so that won't help out, but... Alright, for God's sake, stop. Just come and buy my stuff, ask no questions. Oh well, what a way to start! Man just hit level 4, so he's up there with Guildmaster, and exceeds Woman. Two hats, 3 days. I can do that. Hopefully the hat crash. Oh no, that doesn't matter. It's just woolly hats that are crashing. Even Charm's coming along to buy the good stuff. So our rule of thumb is always sell at 70, buy at 104, unless there's a specific modifier on them. Tight balance sheet. He needs to sell his precious hoagie. A modern day tragedy. Helps me get the just bonuses, which are perfect, although once people have leveled up enough, I actually don't know what the max level is, I assume 10, then it doesn't really matter. He wants some clothes. And I actually bought some expensive clothes not too long ago, as I recall, like these silk clothes, made of valuable silk cloth. Loved for how soft it feels on the skin. Well, it's yours now. For a reasonable price, of course. This is kind of good. He's now getting himself a helmet that's better than whatever he has on right now. Oh, bollocks once again, it's meant to be high price. I gotta stop getting distracted by that. That happened last time. Again, Louis gets an item on discount. How does it keep happening? Okay, so this girl wants to sell me this cat statue for ridiculous amounts of money. In fact, she wants all my money for it. She will not get anything. But she was able to come along and break my combo, which is just ugh. Right, this time let's not forget. Yeah, Louis keeps throwing me. What a guy. Nothing sold out of the crummy vending machine, sadly. Oh right, here's the warm robe. It's not actually that valuable, sadly. Well, money is money, so we'll throw it up on display. Silver armor, that's worth good money. I have that on display actually. And Watermelon's got nothing on. Well, the hoagie that we just bought, but Peach Tin will do as well. Ah, that's pretty good. Another level on Louis. Chalk that up. So he'll be able to afford pretty expensive stuff by now. Now, little girl, I'm a bit worried that she will not be able to afford this high price I'm going to charge her for this. Wow. Damn, she's got a bigger budget than I thought. We only leveled up once. Still, I'm delighted that she was able to afford it, because we got good money on it. And kept the combo going. Oh, great. Ah, not so great. Pains me to part with this single candy. It's great when this lassie comes in, because we can gouge her all we want for maximum dosh. This lassie less so, but that's okay. I only want 104. Perfect. 30 bonus on doing so. You're as busy as ever. Oh, wonderful. He wants the wizard's robe. This will make you very good to fight with. And it was hidden there, but we just got to level up on Kylo. I could barely see it under the raincoat description there, but we got it. I'm starting to think little girl is at level 2, not 1. Selling all the good stuff today. This is very promising. And somebody just bought something through the vending machine too. Wonderful. Not that this stuff is worth anything, but I'm getting 250 out of it instead of... Well, I'd be selling it at about 52%, so 120 something, 130. The day is drawing to a close. I have to make a call between heading out to the pub in the square or selling more. And I do like selling more. Tomorrow 2 pieces of armor are needed, but we'll see if there's any changes to the situation before we go out for that. Running out of particularly good stuff to sell right now. I'm keeping that ring on me in case somebody requests a ring. I don't know if that even happens. And gotta keep those sandwiches flowing. That's right, buy my hats. Alright, I won't be fooled again. You're coughing it up, Louis, for everything you ever bought from me. Nice. Don't want to know what he needs the breastplate for. If you ever get in trouble, sell this taiyaki. Our days of being the taiyaki store are behind us, but we should never forget our roots. Lovely, and this is why I level up all the ladies. I kind of want to gouge her, but let's be reasonable. Getting the near pin bonuses at this point is more valuable. Ah, so close to the next level. More goods available is a whole lot more money for me. The price of armor has decreased. That's a problem. Price of metal things has normalized. To the person who bought leeks at the market, you forgot your change. Now I have an order for 2 pieces of armor from Charm right now, but price of armor is down, so I should just give her some crap instead of anything good. So we should start out the day with a nice bit of shopping and whatever's happening here. God, there's something very enjoyable about tossing money into a fountain. I always wanted to go and rake the bottom for all the money though as a kid, but I figured I'd get in trouble if I did. Still want those golden scales, but nobody's asked for, nobody has asked for a treasure from me. Also, man, I lowballed it with buying up Jordan's Lament. I could be buying up more expensive books for the kids. One of the best things that used to be in the game is vending machines, selling vending machines. But I checked and that's no longer a thing that you can do. But, there's an advantage that I need to take here. Now that armor is really cheap, what I can do is find the most expensive piece of armor. 3,000, 5,600, 5,600. Well, I can only buy one of them anyway, so ka-ching, ka-ching. Basically lots of ka-chings here. Silk clothes and all, and then what's the next most expensive? 1,500, 3-1. So 3-1 on parade armor. So what I can do is buy a load of that, like a whole load of that, and then when I sell it, I'll be making boon dollar, and I like boon dollars. There's more I'd like to buy and sell, especially this expensive stuff. Hell, someone will buy it off me. And there we go, broke again. Broke is all we know. Hang on, that lassie wanted crappy armor off of me, right? Nothing wrong with having loads of crappy leather armor for sale. Now, so, I'm gonna get rid of all these woolly hats that are in here because frankly that's not what is going to make the money. What will make the money is throwing in parade armors here. I bought them super cheap. Like how much did I even pay for these, right? 5,600. When I sell them, they're gonna go for 100% price, which is not that. It's like a, I don't know, 1,000? Not 1,000, 10,000. Anyway, it's full of parade armors. If I ever hear the ka-ching without doing a transaction, it's one of these vending machines making boon dollar for me. Otherwise, all the expensive stuff we bought should go up on display. Capes and charms and fleece mufflers. Oh yeah, you as well. Anything else expensive that I picked up that's worth throwing on display? Jordan's Lament is worth good dosh, but it's already out there. Oh right, I dare not have armor on display right now. Like you, the scale hat. Because then I'd be selling it at a huge loss. Great, let's make dosh. Straight away, let's make that dosh. Now, I don't make huge returns on things that I buy wholesale and then sell. But it's better to... and I mean, I could gouge for a lot more money off of everybody, but if I sell at reasonable amounts, people would have bigger budgets. And that'll allow me to sell bigger items for even more big Ooh. I'm always happy to get rid of my treasures. And old man just got a bigger budget himself, because we saw the little heart appear above his head there. Uretayo indeed. Ain't Taiyaki store anymore, but cheers. Dathoni comes in. Oh, it's Dathonal. Says, good ga. This is a very good game. A terrific game, in fact. So this lassie wants her 2 pieces of armor. I just can't make a good profit here. Actually, a couple of breastplates are even cheaper. So I'll give her these. And, well, sadly they're just not worth a whole lot. So I'm gonna sell them for 210. And that was bang on, just bonus plus 30 for that. That's a very good bonus. Other than Recette saying how much should I pay, that wasn't much of a hint that I need to buy it. I need to keep an eye on... Oh, a hat. Right, hats are finally... Ugh, no, hats are armor-like things, so they're super cheap. So we'll just give her this crappy wool hat. Because I don't want to make much of a loss here. I only sold 2 things that were actually on the shelves there. That's atrocious. But I can put up these fairly expensive books, get those sold, and we're all good. Because I don't think I have anything else. Well, the ham sandwich is worth a little bit more than the book. Let's go then. Goodness, my amount of money is way down. But I'm just